G'day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan video. In this video we are going to take a look at the brand new story event for the Super Dragon Ball Heroes, or the brand new Super Dragon Ball Heroes story event. Basically this is a new one, very brief as most of them are, and you can secure yourself the INT Lagss unit from this event, and you can also awaken some of the Dragon Ball Heroes units. So yeah, basically pretty straightforward stuff, to be entirely honest. Very simple. Essentially you can get your hands on Lagss, who's a pretty interesting looking unit. I'm not gonna say she's phenomenal. She is obviously a free-to-play unit, but she looks pretty interesting. She's very similar to Poutine, who I think was a pretty decent free-to-play unit on release. I think Lagss is the same. She's got 100% attack and defense, 50% when performing a super attack, medium chance of evasion. She's got additional requirements based on health. She's got a way to build crit. She's very good in certain situations. So I think Lagss is pretty good. And then there are Dokkan Awakenings for quite a few units. Strength Bardock, INT Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, Strength Super Saiyan 4 Bardock, Physical Robelu, I think it's pronounced, and Strength Supreme Kai of Time Brainwashed. All four of these units have pretty nice awakenings, so not going to talk too much about them. We'll obviously review all of them. I do fortunately have a copy of all of them, so I'll be able to review them, and we'll be able to take a look at just how good they are. But yeah, they are pretty interesting looking units. They all look really good. Some of them are going to look crazy in certain situations, and then not so crazy in others, which, you know, isn't bad. Obviously they're all designed in mind with the idea of being really good in certain situations, especially on certain teams. But it is important to remember that, you know, that's how they're designed. Like, you can obviously have issues with them depending on how you handle things, or what units you have, or what teams you can build with them. So just because they might look really good on some teams doesn't mean they're going to be the same on others. But overall I think they're still pretty good units. So if we take a look at the event itself, there's only two stages. The first stage drops copies of Lagss. The second stage drops the awakening medals for Lagss, but also for the other four units. All of these, to be entirely honest with you, obviously have the same bonus, Dragon Ball Heroes. It's also very simple. As you guys know with team bonuses, the higher the rarity of your team overall, the more bonus you're going to have. And that bonus will increase your drop rates, etc. So all pretty straightforward stuff. Honestly speaking, nothing too crazy. I think most players are not going to be having massive issues with this event. Even if you are only running the free-to-play units like I am right now, you shouldn't really have a massive problem. These story events aren't hard, they're not designed to be difficult. So yeah, basically, to cut a long story short, they're just a great way to pick up some stones and to pick up some free-to-play units and kind of take things from there. With that being said though, obviously guys, like full disclaimer, I think you do predominantly focus on this event if you have the Dragon Ball Heroes units. Obviously if you're not awakening a whole bunch of Heroes units, then you know, it is a little bit, like, how can I say, difficult to say this event's really worth it. You can pick up the Lagss, because eventually she will easy A, but there's not even really a point in picking up the free-to-play Heroes units if you're not really looking at ever running a Heroes team. That really is just how it is, like, in terms of, you know, the overall kind of mark of things. So yeah, but that's the first stage. First stage, pretty simple, pretty straightforward, overall. Second stage, they drop the medal. So yeah, for me, personally speaking, I think obviously you want to focus on the medal, but yeah, generally speaking, you should have a pretty decent time. I don't think you'll have too many issues with like this event, so I'm not really gonna spell out everything. It's 20 medals per unit, so obviously that's kind of a highlight. So if you've got all of them, you're going to need to farm 80 medals in total. It's really not so bad. I get on average between 9 to 12. So I think personally speaking, it's all pretty damn good. And yeah, I think overall, for me, look really solid. So I'm super duper happy with, you know, this whole like events and everything like that. And yeah, I'm super duper happy with how everything is kind of playing out and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I think beyond that, yeah, nothing too much that I would say you guys need to focus on. If you are farming Lagss, just remember she does have a hidden potential system, and you want to raise her super attack to level 10. So you are going to need to farm 13 copies of her. You will be receiving 1 copy of her from the missions. So just a highlight there that you may want to obviously consider farming all those copies so that you can rainbow her and obviously max out her SA at the same time. Beyond that, there's some missions. The missions are very straightforward. Again, mainly to do with the premise of her super attack level and of course Dokkan awakening her, which all is pretty straightforward. So yeah, that is basically it. Honestly speaking, I think that is absolutely everything to do with the event. As I mentioned before, you can use her to help assist you with those units and everything like that. So have a good time, and yeah, I'll see you guys obviously in the next one. So I'll see you guys then. But until then, take care, stay safe, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, or leave a comment if you need help. And that is going to be it from me. So take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, as always, thank you and bye.